Living life on the road where dreams take flight. In our motorhome under stars so bright. With our dogs by our side in a world left to roam. Finding adventure wherever we call home.
So let's talk air conditioning. Seems to be the topic of the moment with the increasing heat that we've been suffering. We decided to drag Monty into the 21st century. We wanted air conditioning along with half of the world's population, it seems. We have air conditioning in the house, so we wanted it in Monty. We did some research to find out what we wanted, and there is so much out there on the market. We decided in the end to go for a 12-volt system. Radical. Not as good as a 240 volt, people say, but we're going to give you a little review and a little tour of the system that we went for. The reason we wanted 12 volt was because we wanted to be able to keep it running when we are on a site which doesn't have hookups. So if we were doing a bit of wild camping or something, we wanted to be able to still have the air conditioning. We also, I don't know if we've ever mentioned, but we've got quite into National Trust and National Trust properties. So there are occasions when we might want to leave the dogs in the van for a few minutes. Our dogs are perfectly used to that. And with this system, we can actually have it air conditioned and leave the dogs in for, half an hour or so while we go around and look at a National Trust property with no problem at all. There's so much on the market, and there are some 12 volt systems around, but after much research, looking, discussing, chatting, we decided to go for this system. So we've gone for Indel B by, I have no idea how you pronounce it, plane, ploon, I don't know what it is, that word there. 12 volt system. We've also paid the extra to have the light box so that because it replaces a roof light, skylight, so we wanted to have the light box built into it as well. So let's show you a little bit about the system. Bear in mind that we've only just had the system installed, so I'm still sort of finding my way around it myself. But this is the system. It replaces the skylight here conveniently over the kitchen, a very small skylight, nice and compact. The air takes in from either side here through a couple of filters, and then it blows out either side at the back and the front. These little angle things can be closed off, or they can be angled to direct the jet of air. So you have a control panel. You also have an app. We'll show you that in a second. But you have a control panel on the top, which is touch sensitive. You literally just need to tap it. And as soon as you touch it, you come up with chill, fan, or light. So if we press light, there we have the light box diffuser. We're really pleased with this because obviously replacing a skylight makes the kitchen a little bit dark. So this is a very, very, very natural light, we feel. And you can see if you're looking at me at the moment, if I just turn it off, okay, that's without it on. And then if we turn it on, there it is. Gives a lot of light into the kitchen. It also has a blue light. Where's the blue light? There it is. Apparently that's for driving. I'm not so keen on it. Looks a bit like a disco party bus, but if you wanted to have it on, if you were driving at night and wanted to have some light on at the back which doesn't deflect in your windscreen at the front, then you can have the blue light, and then you press it again and it goes off. So that's the lighting. Now let's look at the actual air conditioning. Now the advantage and the good thing about this is it dehumidifies at the same time as air conditioning. Because as we know, it's often the humidity that makes things feel really, really hot as much as the temperatures. So you can have something that's 18, 20 degrees with very high humidity and it's really unbearable. You could have something that's 25 degrees, possibly even 30 with very low humidity, and it's not so bad. So this dehumidifies, which makes temperatures really comfortable for you. So we switch it on again, we press the power button for the air conditioning and it kicks in. The temperature's there, 17. You've got a fan speed as well, so that you can have it on automatic or 1. That's the lowest. 2, yeah, compressor's just kicked in. 3, 4, 5, don't know how many speeds there are. And then FA, well, that's a bit inappropriate, isn't it? FA is fan automatic. So the fan speed is automatic, not Football Association or anything else you might be thinking either. So the system's now running. You can feel cold air coming out. It's very quick. It doesn't take long before it comes out, and that is really cold as well. So that's working really well. Blows at the back into the bedroom, blows at the front down into the front and the dogs. Because it's 12 volt, you can run it while you're driving. So you don't even need to have an inverter on, you don't need to have anything. We've got two 180 amp hour lithium batteries. And this will run, according to the app that connects to the batteries, this will run for 18 hours, at least 18 or 19 hours on maximum, on full power, on the lithium batteries before draining. Obviously, it depends on what else you've got. If you've got fridges and lights and tellers and goodness knows what else, then it'll reduce it a bit. But certainly 18 hours on full power is absolutely fine. The advantage of this, or what they say the best way of doing it is to use the cab air conditioning when you're driving. That'll get it all nice and cold, and then actually you don't need it on 17. We've got it on 17 now because to show you, but also it's hot in here because we've literally just unlocked the van. Two little arrows up and down here. Okay, that increases or decreases your speed. Now put it up to 20 and then back down to 17. So prices vary for air conditioning, mounted fixed air conditioning units. Obviously it depends on the install and how much they're going to charge for installing it. This was just under £2,000 to have the whole thing installed, supplied. The light diffuser box was an extra £200-300 I think on its own, so we had to pay that because we wanted it. It's cheaper if you don't have that. You can also have an option with just a ring light that just goes around it, which is cheaper. Didn't want that, we wanted the full light box. So just under £2,000 for the whole thing, installed, fitted, and ready to go. I do like an app, and this has an app. So scroll along. Monty, here's all my Monty apps, everything that we use, from the gas system to the hydraulic leveling system to you name it, it's all in there. And here it is. There's the app. It's called Off. No idea why, but it is. Off by Indel B. Click on that and the app opens up. There it is, there's the system, plain air con, it's written on there, so we click on that to connect it. So here's the app, it's opened up, and you've got pretty much everything that you've got on the touch screen on the actual unit. You've got the little snowflake there, which shows it's on air conditioning. You've got the fan there if you just want it to fan and blow air without being air conditioning. And then you've got a little button with a light bulb that says LED, and LED is the light. There's your temperature, 17 degrees, and you can control it up and down, minimum, maximum. You can put the fan, at the moment is on automatic, but you can put it on manual if you like as well. There is also a setting that adapts. I was reading this last night, so it adapts to the temperature of where you are in your location. And so at the very top of it, there's our location. I mean, we're not actually... Okay, Willey is a place. Can we just make that very clear? All right, it is a place in Warwickshire. It's one of the villages. It's just down the road from us. And it says that it's 21 degrees. So if I went into the settings, I could adapt the temperature to fit to just 2 degrees below the outdoor temperature of where we are. So that sort of is eco mode, as they call it. And that makes it much more economical. How good is a 12 volt system compared to a 240 volt system? Well, clearly, a 12 volt system is not going to be as powerful as a standard 240 volt air conditioning unit. This one isn't. We've got air conditioning at home. They're about 9,000 BTU, 2 kilowatt, 2.5 kilowatt units, and they really get, you know, our bedroom down to 16 degrees in the middle of a heat wave if we want. This system is about 4,000 BTU. And it's rated at just over 1,000. I think it was 1,200-ish kilowatts is the running power. Amp-wise, it takes 46 amps when it's on absolute maximum, but when it's on tick over, it uses very little amps, between 8, 10, 12 amps maximum. It's very, very low power that it draws. So it's not going to get, if you want a unit that's going to give you that icy chill and get your van down to 16 degrees when it's 38 outside in a heat wave, this system's not going to do that. Manage your expectations. What it will do though is make it comfortable, dehumidify the room as well, and bring the temperature down to at least 4, 5, 6 degrees below the temperature outside, if not even longer. It is certainly effective enough for us to be able to have the dogs in here. Our dogs are very used to being left at home and being left in the van or being left in our boat for any period of time. They're incredibly adaptable dogs. And it's no different leaving them in a motorhome to leaving them at home. I pity anyone that tries to break in and steal them, one of them in particular. He will not allow that. So they're perfectly safe, and each to their own. You know, I don't need any trolls down in the messages below going, oh, you should never leave your dogs on board the van, you should never leave your dogs alone. Absolute rubbish. We know our dogs and we know what we're capable of doing and what they're capable of. So we will leave them in here while we go and look around a National Trust property, for example, or something, and they're very, very comfortable. But, of course, not everybody knows that, do they? But what if we're on a site and we're on hookup and it really is hot and we want to get the van really, really cold? Not everybody wants to have the investment of a little box on the roof and an air conditioning unit built in. A lot of people have been asking on the Facebook pages about portable units, household units. They're really good. Brilliant, highly recommended. So we've got all bases covered. So you've seen this little pop hatch before. It's what we use to get the dogs in and out. Well, not all the time. In the winter, yes, when they're wet and muddy. In the summer, the dogs can come in through the front door. And here's our little trick. Ta-da! That, there it is. Mounted in there is a 240 volt air conditioning unit for if we're on a pitch. Let's show how it works from the back. I think we've said before that one of the biggest selling points for us with the van was that little pop hole inside, and this just illustrates the adaptability and versatility of using it. Yes, you can use it to access the garage, you can use it to get the dogs in and out, you can also use it for that little air conditioning unit. So let's show you how it works from this side. Inside, what we've done is we've put the air conditioning, we measured it carefully before we bought it so it fits with the vents on the outside, pointing through the hatch. We've used uplights that you can get off Amazon. These are sturdy uplight supports that just hold it in dead solid so it doesn't move at all. Of course, the problem is it does have to be vented overboard. So the pipe goes through the back and out the door the other side. Let's show you how that works. So if we're running the 240 volt system, we open this door and there's the pipe, and the pipe basically just sits there. Okay, little rubber strap here. All we've got to do is close that up to there, and we've put a couple of little hooks, one on there like so and one on there like so. There we go, just to hold the door shut, and the exhaust vent from the air conditioning blows out there. Keeps it well away from the van because obviously the pipe gets hot as it vents air out. A lot of people put air conditioning units inside the van with the pipe going halfway out up to a skylight or out a window. Well, basically you're radiating hot air back in. The advantage of this is that the hot air is radiating from the pipe outside of the van and not coming anywhere near the inside of the van. So let's go around the front and see it working. No app for this one, but we do have a handy remote control. So with it all set up and the exhaust pipe vented out, little remote control from my bed, all we got to do is press it on. So using the remote, I've put it from fan onto air condition, nice picture again, and then temperature up, temperature down. It's also got a sleep mode as well, so you can have it on a very low speed while you're in bed asleep, or you could have it on for 3 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours, and so on and so forth, and then it shuts itself down. 16 degrees I've got it set on at the moment. This one goes down to 16. It's a Von House unit, A rated energy rating, so it takes very, very little rating power. You'll be absolutely fine on an electric hookup. It's also quite quiet, which I like. In a moment, the compressor will kick in. It takes a little while before the compressor charges itself up and gets ready to go. Compressor will kick in, and it's already started blowing very, very, very cold air out. This little baby will certainly get this van down to 16 degrees if we wanted to, right the way blowing through the van, no matter what the temperature is outside pretty much. I'm gonna have to move because I'm getting really cold here now. This unit is about 9,000 BTU, so compare that with the 12 volt one, which is about 4,000 BTU. You can see this is going to be clearly much more effective. So we've got all bases covered. Now we've just looked at how much we paid for it. We paid pre-heat waves about 200 quid, roughly 200 and something pounds for this unit. We've just literally looked it up on Amazon to see what it is. Currently, it's unavailable, but if you were to buy it, you'd be paying £1,227 for that unit. I strongly suggest you wait until the middle of winter when it's minus 10 degrees and then get it for 200 quid. When it's finished, remote control off, give it a few minutes, put the remote control somewhere safe, give it a few minutes to shut itself down. Then all you've got to do is shut the little vent grills, close the little door, go out and pull the pipe back in. That's it, job done. You're ready to roll.